Hello, this is Janet Hayward, and I am here at this intersection taking a moment to talk to you about attraction marketing compared to hard sales. So I am Janet Hayward, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and I help online marketers to grow their business and to get more leads and sales. And I know we've heard that one before, but that is what I do. And today I'm going to talk to you about attraction marketing compared to hard sales. And I chose this topic today because I actually have experienced hard sales this week. You know, I had someone approach me, and quite frankly, it was a service I was very interested in. But the person put so much pressure on me that I began to feel concerned. So my feeling was this person is either desperate, dishonest, or I'm just not sure. I doubted my ability to trust. So for those who don't know what attraction marketing is, it is marketing where you develop a relationship, such as we're doing right now. You get to know people, you build on your commonalities, you find out what their needs are, what their desires are, what their challenges are, what's working for them and what is not working for them. And then, if it appears that you have something that could benefit them, I'm trying to keep out of the sun, could benefit them, then you can make the offer or you can present it. And most of the time you wait until they ask. So attraction marketing requires you make yourself attractive. And making yourself attractive does not mean that you put on a false front. It means that you reach out to people who have common interests to you. And I've talked about in a previous tape or video that about our avatars, or about who is our perfect prospect. We've got a lawnmower going now. That's why I wore the headphones today, hoping it would block out our background noise. But anyhow, the whole point of attraction marketing is to build relationships with people who have common interests. And you get to know them and you let them get to know you. And this can take a little while because they have to know, like, and trust you. And the fact is, trust is not built in a day. And that was the problem with this person who marketed to me. Quite frankly, he had a service I wanted, and his price point was very attractive. Now, the price point on some services, when it is very attractive, certainly makes you question, is this of value, or are they undercutting it because they are not offering? But this guy told me he was offering me, and he gave me the criteria by which he measured, or he named the criteria correctly. And so it was appealing. But of course I had to do some due diligence. That's getting to know somebody. So if somebody wants to do due diligence with me and they start asking me questions, I'm going to answer them. I respect that. I respect that people want to work wisely, and they're going to go ahead and ask questions. They want to make sure, is it authentic? Is it real? Can I trust this person? Because we all know there's a lot of shysters out there. There's a lot of scams going on. It's an easy world to scam. And it is our responsibility to do due diligence. So I asked him some questions. He became offended almost immediately. And he kept pushing me to, well, are you going to make a decision? Well, are you going to do this? I am not a scammer, he says. Well, what am I going to do if I'm a scammer? Am I going to say, well, listen, are you going to buy? I am a scammer, but I'd still like you to buy my stuff. I mean, come on. You can't say I'm not a scammer and expect anybody to believe it. You have to give facts. You have to be willing to tell people who you are. You have to have the credentials And by credentials, I don't mean that you've got a doctorate degree or you've got something like that. I mean the credentials of, if I want to learn more about your product, you need to be willing to share it with me. You need to be willing to disclose who you are. You know, not in intimate detail, but the basics of business. This is a business relationship. And we need to treat it like a business. So attraction marketing is going to teach you, I hope this isn't too noisy. Isn't this hilarious? I came here, it was all quiet. But anyhow, attraction marketing, it is going to teach you how to present yourself. It is going to teach you how to have those conversations. It is going to teach you how to develop the relationships. You know, because the fact is, we come into this world, most of us don't know what we're doing. It's all new to us. And we hear these stories of people who came around and they made all this money, and oftentimes they made it quickly. And those are true stories. Ooh, I just fell in a hole. They are true stories. But there's also the stories of the people who have spent months developing their business. Some people years. Okay, the overnight successes do occur. But the fact is, the vast majority of us are going to spend time doing this. And we can decrease the time we spend doing this if we learn how to build relationships, how to help people get to know us, how to get to know people. Because through getting to know people, you're going to know, is this somebody I can work with? The fact is, I don't want to work with everybody. I don't want to work with somebody who is not willing to put in the effort and is going to blame me for their lack of success. The fact is, this does take time, it does take energy, and it does make money, and it makes a lot of money. But you got to put in the effort. So the point is that there is a difference between hard sales and attraction marketing. Attraction marketing, you are going to build relationships with people. You are going, and these relationships are not just an overnight, a one-time thing. These relationships will extend over time. These relationships are mutually beneficial. You know, the people I have built relationships with, we communicate with each other. We share information. We share conversation. We share the things that are working and the things that are not working, okay? This isn't a one-way street. This is truly a relationship. Now, there's others, you know. I mean, I've got, I don't know how many thousands of friends, you know. But the fact is, I let people get to know me as you let people get to know you. So, hard sales, you may get the sale, but you're not going to get the long term. And the fact is, this is a long-term game. We want to be in this for the long term, and that requires that you develop your skills for attraction marketing, and you learn how to do this, and you learn how to become an attractive character. You learn how to communicate with people. You learn how to interact. You learn how to do attraction marketing. Now, if anyone's interested, I have a free 10-day boot camp, and I can give you the link for that, and you can go through this, and it will help you understand it and develop the skill, because it is a skill set. Okay, so today I wanted to talk to you on that, just because I did have this experience of this hard sales person. And quite frankly, I may have bought from him if he had not pushed it so hard. But when you push it that hard, for me, I'm not so comfortable. You know, I want to be able to ask questions. I want to have the time and not feel pressured to go ahead and do my due diligence, because that is my responsibility as a business owner. So, I thank you all for listening to me today, and I will chat to you again I appreciate it. And if you're interested in the free 10-day training, you just let me know. Say yes. Okay, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you. Bye.